clunky bricks to supercharged cells, the evolution of power tool batteries, and the future ahead. It's a crisp morning, and you're in the middle of a DIY project, drill in hand, feeling like a home improvement hero. Then, bam, the battery dies. You scramble for a replacement, only to find it half dead too. Sound familiar? That moment of frustration is something power tool manufacturers have been battling for decades. And the journey from the clunky, short-lived batteries of the past to the high-performance cells of today is a story filled with breakthroughs, competition, and a relentless pursuit of power. The dinosaur age, nickel-cadmium batteries. In the early days of cordless power tools, the battery situation was, well, prehistoric. Enter nickel-cadmium, NICD batteries, first widely used in the 1960s and 70s. These were the OG power packs, rugged, rechargeable, and capable of handling extreme temperatures. But they had a dirty secret, the memory effect. If you didn't fully drain them before recharging, they'd remember the shorter capacity and refuse to give you the full juice next time. It was like dealing with a stubborn old truck that wouldn't start unless you performed a ritual. On top of that, cadmium is highly toxic, making these batteries an environmental nightmare. Still, for decades, NICD ruled the cordless tool world. Every contractor, woodworker, and DIYer lugged around spare bricks of nickel-cadmium power, swapping them out like ammo cartridges. But as tools became more powerful, the limitations of these batteries became glaringly obvious. The Middle Ages, nickel metal hydride, a brief glimmer of hope. By the late 90s, a challenger entered the arena. Nickel metal hydride, Ni-MH batteries. These were an improvement over nickel-cadmium in terms of capacity and environmental impact. They didn't suffer from the same extreme memory effect, and they lasted longer. But there was a catch. There's always a catch. Ni-MH batteries had a higher self-discharge rate, meaning if you left them sitting too long, they'd slowly drain even when not in use. It was like having a leaky fuel tank. While they made some gains, they never truly dethroned NICD. The power tool industry needed a revolution, and it got one. The lithium-ion revolution, power without the bulk. In the early 2000s, lithium-ion, Li-ion batteries came crashing into the scene like a wrecking ball. These batteries weren't just an upgrade, they changed the game. Smaller, lighter, and more energy dense, they packed more power into a fraction of the weight. Suddenly, cordless drills weren't just convenient, they were powerful enough to rival corded models. Run times improved dramatically, and best of all, no memory effect. You could charge them whenever you wanted, and they wouldn't throw a tantrum. The lithium-ion revolution hit hard, and tool manufacturers scrambled to adopt the technology. Companies like DeWalt, Makita, and Milwaukee started rolling out high-capacity battery platforms, each pushing the limits of what a cordless tool could do. Then came the voltage wars. First it was 18 volts, then 20 volts, which was mostly just marketing, then 40 volts. And now we're seeing flexible modular battery packs that can stack and adapt to different tools. Milwaukee's M18, DeWalt's FlexVolt, and Makita's XGT systems are prime examples of this escalating arms race. But lithium-ion isn't perfect. It has one major Achilles' heel: heat. These batteries degrade over time, especially if they get too hot. That's why manufacturers are investing heavily in battery cooling technology and advanced charging systems to squeeze every drop of efficiency out of them. What's next? The future of power tool batteries. So, where do we go from here? Are we stuck with lithium-ion, or is something better on the horizon? 1. Solid-state batteries. The Holy Grail? The most promising technology in development right now is solid-state batteries. Instead of using a liquid electrolyte like traditional lithium-ion batteries, these use a solid electrolyte, which makes them more energy-dense, longer runtime, faster charging, safer, less risk of overheating and fires. Toyota, Samsung, and several tech giants are pouring billions into this tech. If solid-state batteries make their way into power tools, expect batteries that last twice as long and charge in minutes. 2. Wireless charging and smart batteries. Imagine dropping your drill onto a workbench and having it charge without wires. Wireless charging stations for power tools are already in development, and companies like Bosch and DeWalt are toying with the idea. On top of that, smart batteries with built-in Bluetooth tracking and diagnostics are gaining traction. Milwaukee's REDLINK system already offers detailed battery monitoring, and future versions could self-optimize for longer life or even predict when they're about to fail. 3. Graphene batteries, a dark horse contender. Graphene-enhanced batteries promise ultra-fast charging and extreme durability. Though still in early research phases, graphene could be the secret ingredient to making future power tool batteries more efficient and longer lasting. 4. Hydrogen fuel cells, pipe dream. Some researchers believe hydrogen fuel cells could replace batteries altogether. These tiny, portable fuel cells would generate power on demand, giving tools unlimited runtime, as long as they have fuel. It sounds futuristic, but companies like Honda and Toyota are already using fuel cells in cars. So who knows? The bottom line, power tool batteries have come a long way from the clunky, unreliable nickel-cadmium packs of the past. Today's lithium-ion batteries are lighter, stronger, and more powerful than ever, but we're still pushing the limits of what's possible. With solid-state batteries, graphene enhancements, and even wireless charging on the horizon, the future of power tools is shaping up to be cordless, limitless, and more powerful than ever. So, next time your drill battery dies mid-project, just remember, you're holding a piece of evolving history, and the best is yet to come.